YouTube, hello. Hey there, you're looking good. How's it going? Episode number 9 of the 1860 Munich Career Mode in FIFA 23. It has been a hot minute, and for that, I apologize. Basically, long story long. This week has just been really weird, where I had an actual friend come in from out of town, and I had an actual social life for a couple of days, which was, believe me, it felt really weird. And then also, I get chronic headaches, and I've had them since I was a kid. I got a pretty bad flare-up this week, so that also was like, I don't feel good. And then also, just full disclosure, had a little bit of a, little episode of depression where I was like, man, what if I just stayed in bed and watched like most of The Good Place in about 2 days? What if we just did that? What if? And so I did. Also, more full disclosure, I am in the process of recording my Game of the Year video at the moment. I am in the process of finishing up the script for it, finally nailing down my final list, and then putting together footage and editing it. And that is going to take precedence over roughly the next week and a half. The time between episode 8 and 9. Hopefully that's not going to happen again with episode 9 and 10. Admittedly, though, it might, and then we'll be back to a more regular, better schedule. But yeah, it might happen, and for that I apologize, but also I want the Game of the Year video to be, good and on time and timely and all that. And if you were around the channel when I put out the Game of the Year video last year, you probably know how much work I put into that, and admittedly, I'm super proud of that. So maybe, I don't know, go watch my Game of the Year video from 2021 to be prepared for the 2022 edition. But anywho, I've been rambling enough, and that's let's stop that. So let's talk about episode number 9. Basically, what happened last time around? We started the second Bundesliga season. We also were getting involved in some transfers, a whole lot of transfers. And we did the preseason, played our first game of the season, and then I guess basically at this point now. Oh, also, we decided, let's manage Wales. So we're also managing Wales. So yeah, let's get stuck in, shall we? I think we've covered everything in my rambly ways. So yeah, let's get properly stuck into some more FIFA 23. Let's do it. All right, so this is what it's going to look like today as far as games on the docket. We have got Dusseldorf in the league away, and we've got Hamburg at home in the cup. Darmstadt home, Kaiserslautern away, which makes 4, and then it is Hansa at home. And we're going to finish off with a Wales match against Austria. Yeah, that looks good to me. Let's get into it. 1860 Munich against Dusseldorf. Ben Lockenmacher, 3 goals in his last 3 games. We are early on in the second Bundesliga season. Let's get into this game between 1860 Munich and Dusseldorf at the Fortuna Dusseldorf. Carlaza ahead for Fifa. Bren Lockenmacher up and over the top. He's got DaCosta. DaCosta running onto it. DaCosta chips the keeper, and it is 1-0. DaCosta with his first goal in his career for 1860 Munich. Morgala. Charlie Webster now. Low cross across. It falls in for Morgala, who is still up there from the corner. And 1860 Munich, that might have just sealed it 2-0. Dusseldorf get away with the ball. Appelkamp, nice little move there around Morgala. Appelkamp with a chance. Appelkamp, whatever it is, makes it 2-1 with under 10 minutes left in the game. And that is going to be the end of the game. 1860 Munich will hold on 2-1. Probably a more comfortable game than the score leads on. They were in control for most of the game. Dusseldorf get 1 goal late, but they just could not get back into it. And 1860 Munich get the 3 points. All right, well, apparently, I don't remember this happening. But it's a bad negotiation, apparently. I don't know when and how it happened. But apparently, our boy, Lannert, is going to Michelin for 2.8 mil. And I don't know what happened, to be honest, dude. I transfer listed him, but I didn't really want to get rid of him. And then Michelin came in, and I didn't really seem to have an offer or a chance to counteract the offer or anything. So, okay, I guess Lannert is going to Michelin. Sure. Fair enough. So, we're taking on Hamburg in the DFB Pokal. It is Hiller in goal, Greilinger, Verlat, Morgala, Fati as a back four, Cafu is a holding midfielder, Taleg and Vernezzi, 2 other midfielders, Afif, Webster on the wings, Lockenmacher is the striker. Let's get into this cup game against Hamburg in the rain. Not looking forward to it, but let's get into it at the Grunwalder. DFB Pokal, round number 1. Let's do it. Greilinger does a really good job to steal that. Afif. Lockenmacher ahead. Cafu is coming to the box. Cafu! Rebound for Vernezzi. He's all over it. And it is 1-0. Muheim. Dompe. Across. Oh, Hiller. Great save. Head for Hayer. Around Greilinger to Jota. Into the box. There's a shot. 1-1. The lead for 1860 Munich did not last all that long. And Hamburg, who have been dominating since they got scored on. Tyler Webster, nicely done there around his man. Webster, he's got a step on everybody. Afif! Should have just got that on net. Greilinger. Good ball ahead there. Vernezzi. To Fati. Amadou Fati into the box. Right in there for Finn Lockenmacher. Nobody marks him properly. Keeper doesn't deal with it. And it is 2-1. 1860 Munich restoring the lead. Chance here for Stevanovic. Maybe seal the game. Oh, good stop by the keeper. Great free kick. Better stop from the keeper. Again, fantastic free kick. It's starting to dip. Oh, no, pardon me. It actually hit the top of the bar. I thought the keeper got a piece of it. Played ahead. Eichner. Glatzel. That's a great little back heel from Glatzel. Benesh. Ahead, and it is 2-2. Afif with the steal. Afif. Through. Shot by Vernezzi, and it's 3-2. 1860 Munich wrestle the lead back again. Against Hamburg. 1860 Munich, hold on. Against Hamburg. To advance into the next round of the DFB Pokal. You'll love to see it. So, this one pains me a lot. Akram Afif. You see him going out to Southampton. Believe me, it really pains me. But I can't deny 17 mil. I can't deny it. Basically, my thought process was, would it be realistic for somebody the size of 1860 Munich to sell somebody like Afif for 17 mil and reinvest in the team? Yeah, I think it was realistic. So, we do it. I hate it because he contributed so much to the team. But, gonna look for a replacement for him. Pour one out for Akram Afif. Oh, there you see it. Afif signing with Southampton. Disgusting. 1860 Munich taking on Darmstadt. Let's get into the game. How is 1860 Munich going to adjust to life without Akram Afif? There are rumors swirling around who they want to bring in as a possible replacement. We'll see what happens. All the way ahead, Hansak. Through Tietz. Melham! Up and over Hiller. And it is 1-0 for Darmstadt. And Adjicum, the loanee from Leipzig, has come on for his first appearance of the season for 1860 Munich. Corner chance here. 2-1 for Darmstadt. That might have just sealed it. Darmstadt. Yeah, makes it 3. That is it. Back for Stevanovic. Stevanovic. Back post. That's a great ball. And Boyamba. I mean, might not mean much, but a little bit of pride for 1860 Munich. Fantastic ball to the back post by the loanee Stevanovic. And it is 3-1. Costa. Ajicum wants a ball back from Lockenmacher. Chance now. Ahead. Charlie Webster, I mean, they're not going to have enough time to get another goal. But they make the scoreline respectable at least. And unfortunately for 1860 Munich, that Charlie Webster goal was the last kick of the game. They fall 3-2. Kaiserslautern hosting 1860 Munich here at the Fritz Walter Stadion. 1860 Munich coming off a hard loss to Darmstadt. Let's get into the game. Renesi ahead, Lockenmacher. Lockenmacher off the post and in as we end the first half. 1860 Munich take the lead. The ref is going to call it, and 1860 Munich hold on for a 1-0 win. So Nathan Vict also going to get out of here because, like, he didn't want to be here. We weren't playing him. Sell him for 720 grand. You know, not amazing, but it's money. All right, we're going to make another transfer. Christian Geraldo? Christian Geraldo. He's free. He's left wing back. I have no clue how good he is. Sight unseen. I just figured. 57 overall at 18 years old. Not great at all, but basically after we made that random transfer that I didn't want to make, we needed some depth at the fullback positions. So yeah, he's just in as a depth player. So also bringing in this dude, Nicholas Olsen, a 18-year-old going on 35. An 18-year-old Swedish right back. Basically, again, depth, we need it. Sight unseen, 70 overall. I'm not going to complain. So he's going to just jump right in there and compete. And just, yeah, give us some options, which we need. So 18 years old, 5-year contract. We'll take it. 1860 Munich hosting Hansa Rostock at the Grunwalder, match day number 5 in the second Bundesliga season. Let's get into this game on a beautiful afternoon. All through. Neidhart. Got a lot of pace here. Against Morgala. Cut in, but Cafu is there to get it. Cafu! That's a horrible giveaway. And Rostock make it 1-0. That was pretty bad. Lockenmacher. Ahead for Stevanovic. Stevanovic. He's got men with him. Stevanovic. Oh, it's in! Vernesi has drawn the game even. Vernesi. Stevanovic. Stevanovic. Reilinger. Lockenmacher. He's got Charlie Webster. Webster. Chance. Webster. Through. Webster has made it 2-1 for 1860 Munich. Vernesi pressuring Lockenmacher with the steal. Lockenmacher up and over the top. Vernesi tried to seal the game. Back for Lockenmacher. It is 3-2. And by 3-2, I mean 3-1. That is it. And that is going to be the end of the game. 1860 Munich. Come back against Rostock. Get 3 points with a 3-1 win. Oh boy, I also didn't know that it was going to be deadline day before we finish the episode. So before we get into the Wales game, we'll do the deadline day. All right, we found our Afif replacement. It was tense. It was terrifying. I wasn't entirely sure that we were going to get somebody. But we did. Everybody has nothing better to do than apparently watch this dude work out. But I'll take it. Shaibi. He is a 20-year-old left winger from Toulouse. I cannot remember his first name. 74 overall. Faris Shaibi. 10.5 mil. It's a lot. I'm going to fully admit that. It is a lot. But, like I said, 20 years old. And we got that money from Afif. So he can play both wings. I will take it. He is a new star player. And, you know, comes in on a 3-year deal. And I like him. I like him a lot. All right, we brought in a free transfer. Eduardo Alonso. 18-year-old Argentinian. He's a 67 overall center mid. This might free up me being able to move Talig. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to happen, but it might happen. So yeah, that might be it. We're looking at a couple of loans, but that will probably be it when it comes to deals. All right, we also sent Bauman out on loan. Listen, I really want to keep him, but I was thinking about it, and I just couldn't figure out how I was going to get him regular playing time. He's just short. Oh my god. Yeah, he's going out to AFC Chindia for a year. Hopefully he will come back even better. So we're splitting the wages, but like, it's not much. It's a weekly wage of 500 pounds. 500 euros. Whatever. I think we can afford it. So yeah, hopefully he comes back better. And then we're also bringing in Billy Cumedio, who's a French center back, 66 overall. Not amazing, but we're bringing him in on loan, basically just as a depth center back. We need it. So he's from Liverpool. And then we also have Arvin Apia from Almeria. He's in on a 12-month loan as well. 67 overall, left mid. I think he can also play wing. Basically, he's a pace merchant. As you can see, 91 pace. That's why I brought him in. So yeah, just, you know, a little bit of depth. So I figured, you know what? Let's look at some of the transfers that went on through the transfer window. There was a lot of them. They were ridiculous. Lautaro Martinez going from Inter to PSG for 140 mil, basically. Militao to Liverpool from Real Madrid for over 120 mil. Tamori going from AC Milan to Bayern for 103.4 mil. Mason Mount going from Chelsea to Leipzig for 93 mil. Skriniar going from Inter to Spurs for 90. Tielemans from Leicester to AC Milan for 80.7. Lukaku on the transfer deadline day from Chelsea to Atletico for 79.5 mil. Gnabry going from Bayern to Inter for 75.9. Milinkovic-Savic going from Lazio to Liverpool for 73.5. Terry Abraham for 67.4 from Roma to Sevilla. Bukayo Saka from Arsenal to Leverkusen for 65 mil. And Nezri to Napoli from Sevilla for 64. Lamar from Atletico to Newcastle for 61.7. Kanate going from Liverpool to Roma for 61.5. Pino, 20-year-old right midfielder from Villarreal to Newcastle for 61.4. Mendes to Aston Villa for 60.8. from PSG. Where is Aston Villa getting that money from? Man. And Kovacic from Chelsea to Juventus for 58.8. And anybody else of note? Nah, I mean, like, yeah, these dudes, but that was over the summer. But boy, oh boy, some ridiculous transfers throughout the fall. And to finish us off, big ones on transfer deadline day. Martinez to PSG, Tomori to Bayern, and Lukaku to Atletico. So yeah, there's some transfers around the world. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So we're taking on Austria, who are in 4th in our qualifying group. We have taken over Wales, sitting in 2nd with 12 points, 4 points behind Denmark, 4 points ahead of Germany. So we should have this. Hopefully. Hopefully. And this is what our lineup is going to look like. We have got Ward in goal. Williams, Ampadu, Davies, Roden, and Roberts as our back 5. Roberts and Colwill as our midfielders. Harry Wilson, Kiefer Moore, and then old man Gareth Bale as our front 3. Let's get into this game, pardon me, against Austria. Schlager. Short for Keynes. Keynes, nice little move there. Still with it. Tackled. They're going to call a penalty. That's... Oh, I don't know about that one. Ah, no, okay, fair enough. That was pretty brutal. David Alaba. Stepping up for Austria, makes it 1-0. Bimmer. Liner still with it now. Liner. Bimmer. Gregorich. Gregorich gets a pass back. Good save by Ward. Kynes onside. Ward, good save. Roberts. Get him to the end of the first half here. Wilson. He has got Williams on the run. Williams. Just flicks it in. Roberts takes it down. Roberts needed to hit the net as we end the first half. We begin the second half. Wales down 1-0. They have not looked all that great. But Gareth Bale, the Welsh legend, in chance from Roberts, but that bicycle kick goes up and over. Or Allwill holds it up. He has got Gareth Bale. Is Bale onside? He is. Bale in. Kiefer Moore. Kiefer Moore draws it even for Wales. They have turned it around in the second half. Nicely done there by Roden. Moore through. Tyler Roberts. Roberts. Maybe he was fouled there. He gets a shot off and it's stopped. Harry Wilson wants the ball down the flank. He gets it. Wilson. Right in. Oh, what a chance. Sabitzer. Nice little move there. Sabitzer through. Arnautovic. Chance here. Limer. Shot right into the hands of Ward. Good stop. Throw in for Wales. Davies. Dan James. The substitute. James shooting. That is just pushed aside by Pence. Roberts. Moore. Through. Colwill. Maybe last chance of the game here. Colwill. Takes a shot right on. Stopped by Pence. And that is going to be the end of the game. Austria and Wales 1-1. All right, so that is going to be the end of the episode. Next time, we're taking on Denmark, who are sitting 3 points ahead of us now. Germany, 2 points ahead of us. I don't love that. Definitely don't love that. And then, let's see what it looks like. We are back in the league against Bochum, Firth, St. Pauli, Paderborn, which is going to take us to 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another international game. We'll be taking on Australia. So that's going to be the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Boy, oh boy, what an episode. We're settling into the league, and we got some good transfers. I feel like a Fifa going off for that much money was bonkers. We bring in Chidey. I'm excited to play with him. So, yeah. So like I said, that is going to be the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun recording this, as I always do. I hope you had fun watching it. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be working on Game of the Year video stuff this week. So, that's going to take up a little bit of time. So it might take me like a week or so to get the next episode going. But at least for now, you got this episode to watch. You got other stuff to watch on the channel. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Don't forget that you are loved. You're amazing. And smooches to you. Mwah.